Hello everyone, welcome to Law Minds. So, our today's topic is licenses required for manufacturing handmade soaps in India. So, among increasing demand for different goods, there is also an increase in demand for handmade soaps. People nowadays not only require handmade soap for just washing their hands, but they expect more from it. They require that it should kill 100% bacteria or should make their hand feel soft or make their hand smell good or for any other reason. The scenario is same for all other cosmetics also. These all demand shows that people are becoming more conscious about how they look towards their health, and all of these are making them more brand conscious. Westernization can also be considered as a reason behind it. And hence, to fulfill the entire requirement, more and more production and manufacturing houses are being established. There is no particular or separate legislation relating to the manufacturing of handmade soaps. The Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940 and Rules 1945 in India regulate all the manufacturing process relating cosmetics and drugs, and under which manufacturing of handmade soap is covered. So, to manufacture handmade soaps in India, some of the main licenses required are Small Scale Industry SSI registration. This is a voluntary registration that can help you avail benefits such as tax exemptions, subsidies, and easier credit access. You can apply for this registration online through the Udyog Aadhaar portal. Next is factory license. This is a mandatory license that ensures the safety and health of the workers and the environment in the soap manufacturing unit. You need to apply for this license from the Chief Inspector of Factories of your state. The license fee and the inspection fee vary depending on the state and the size of the factory. Third one is the Pollution Control Board or PCB clearance. This is a mandatory clearance that ensures that your soap manufacturing process does not cause any harm to the environment or the public health. You need to apply for this clearance from the State Pollution Control Board of your state. The clearance fee and the documents required vary depending on the state and the type of soap you are manufacturing. Last one is the cosmetics license. This is a mandatory license that regulates the quality and safety of the soap as a cosmetic product. You need to apply for this license from the licensing authority appointed by the state government. The application has to be submitted in Form 31 along with a license fee of Rs 2,500 and an inspection fee of Rs 1,000. You also need to specify the classes of cosmetics you are manufacturing, such as toilet soap, medicated soap, etc. So, next one is our prerequisites of manufacturing. So, the first one is the filing of application form. Firstly, a person applying for a manufacturing license for handmade soap needs to fill the application form 31 along with it. The person is required to pay an amount of Rs 3,500 and Rs 2,500 as a government and inspection fee of 2,500 respectively. Secondly is the specification of cosmetics. A person applying for the license of manufacturing handmade soap or any other cosmetics should specify the cosmetics into each classes as has been mentioned under Schedule M second, where the cosmetics have been classified into 10 categories. Third one is the qualification of the applicant. A person applying for the license of manufacturing handmade soap or any other cosmetics should have passed intermediate exam with chemistry as one of its subject or any examination which is recognized by the licensing authority. Apart from it, to get a license, it is required to hold a diploma in pharmacy which should be certified and approved either under the Pharmacy Council of India, under the Pharmacy Act 1948 or under the Pharmacy Act 1948. Next is the approval of license authority. Apart from those details, the license authority also considers before approving the license that whether the cosmetic is misbranded or is a spurious cosmetic. Next is our place of manufacturing. So, while determining the place for manufacturing the handmade soaps, it has to be seen that the manufacturing house should work in a manner it benefits the public at the same time. It should not affect the environment adversely. Also, there has been rule laid down relating to the factory premises which have been mentioned in the Schedule M second of the Drugs and Cosmetics Act and Rule. The manufacturer has to comply with those requirements and conditions. So the first one is location and surroundings. The production house or factory should not be established near residential areas. Also, it should have measures to avoid risk of contamination from the external environment, including open sewage, drain, and public lavatory. Second is building and premises. Ventilation openings and similar lines shall be designed. Apart from it, the factory should have proper sanitation facilities. Hygiene should be maintained in the manufacturing building. For that, it has to be ensured that the workers are provided and are using hand gloves and masks. They should also conform to the conditions laid down in the Factories Act 1948. They should design, construct, and maintain to prevent the entry of insects, pests, birds, and rodents. Next is waste disposal. Proper arrangement should be made for disposal of solid waste as well as liquid waste. All biomedical waste shall be destroyed as per the provisions of the Biomedical Waste Rule 1996. Apart from it, provision should be made for proper and safe storage of waste material waiting for disposal. Next is health, clothing, and sanitation of workers. Prior to employment, all personnel shall undergo medical examination, including eye examination. It should be ensured that any of the working staff is not suffering from any communicable diseases. Also, all the employees should be required to report about their illness or abnormal health condition to their immediate supervisor. Drugs Controller General is appointed by the central government as a head of the Central Drug Standard Control Organization who is authorized to regulate the cosmetics and drugs in India. Our next topic is export and import of handmade soaps. For a manufacturer to import handmade soap, he has to fill Form 10. As per the new amendment 2010, it is required to have prior registration before importation of any cosmetic to India, which includes handmade soap. The central government has the power to prohibit the import of cosmetics in public interest only. If the central government is satisfied that the use would harm the public, then it can prohibit the import of the cosmetics. The Central Drug Standard Control Organization also controls the import of cosmetics and drugs at the same time regulate the approval of new drugs. The basic requirement for the import and export of the hand soap are manufacturing license, good manufacturing practice (GMP), free sale certificates. Labeling of a cosmetic is required for both importing and exporting of a cosmetic. Labeling should be done as per the methods prescribed under Rule 148 of the Drug and Cosmetic Act. The product should not contain prohibited items as prescribed by the Act, and the hand soap should either comply with the Bureau of Indian Standards or of the International Cosmetic Standards. Thus, we came to the end of the session with the conclusion, that is, increase in manufacturing house for handmade soaps on one hand fulfills the demand of the public, and on the other hand it also generates employment opportunities. The act not only deals with the licensing process but also deals with import and export of the hand soap. It also looks into the working of the manufacturing department. Hence, a central drugs laboratory is also established by the central government in order to determine the working of the manufacturing company, that they comply with the act or not. Thank you everyone. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe the channel Law Minds. Thank you very much.